How to study the medical complications of diabetes mellitus in humans. This video discusses the various clinical complications that are associated with the endocrine medical disorder of diabetes mellitus. Understand that diabetes is manifested clinically by the handicapped transport mechanism of the glucose molecules that are located in the blood to its target inside the cells of the liver that are called hepatocytes. This mechanism of glucose transport into the liver cells is an extremely vital physiological process that helps in performing the important metabolic reactions of glucose oxidation that are essential for the production of ADP molecules for the cells of the body. This transport process is disabled in the case of diabetes mellitus. This is presumed to occur due to the absence of the hormone insulin in the blood of affected patients. Learn about the hormonal causes of this syndrome. There is strong association between the deficiency of insulin in the blood and the etiology of this medical disorder. This protein hormone is known experimentally to facilitate the entry of the polar glucose molecules into the liver cells by an active transport mechanism that involves this hormone. Deficiency of this hormone for various reasons such as genetic defects in its biochemical synthesis can lead to the development of hyperglycemia or excessive glucose level in the blood. This disorder of diabetes mellitus has two known clinical variations. One is due to the deficiency of this hormone in the blood and the other is due to insensitivity of its cellular receptors to its physiological function. Study the various causes of this medical disorder. Diabetes mellitus can be triggered due to genetic causes that are inherited, or it can be caused due to an autoimmune disorder in the body. In the case of an autoimmune trigger of the disease, such as occurs in autoimmune disorders of the thyroid gland, it is presumed that the autoantibodies that are secreted by the inflamed thyroid gland attack the pancreatic tissue that is responsible for the production of the hormone insulin. This in turn causes defects in its biochemical synthesis within these islet cells of the pancreas. This endocrine disorder of the pancreas is not harmful by itself. The hyperglycemic conditions that is the main manifestation of this disorder does not cause clinical symptoms by itself. The clinical problems that are associated with this endocrine disease are its progressive nature. Also, due to this progressive nature of the disease, medical complications can arise. These medical complications are the main clinical concern in the patients who suffer from this disorder. Be familiar with many medical complications that are associated with this disorder. Diabetes mellitus has many medical complications that have distinct clinical manifestations. One common complication of this disorder is the development of metabolic acidosis in the affected people. This metabolic acidosis is a direct result of the defective transport mechanism of glucose into the liver cells. The inability of the body to metabolize glucose in the liver cells leads to the use of alternative sources of biofuels for the production of ADP molecules. An immediate and convenient source of biofuel for the liver cells is the use of fatty acids of the body. Fatty acids are highly energetic organic hydrocarbons that contain many CH bonds within its chemical structure. CH bonds contain a large amount of latent heat within its chemical bonds. The release of this stored energy is achieved by the combustion process of this compound in the liver cells using special oxidative mechanism that is typical for these fatty acids. The ADP yield of fatty acids oxidation is very high in comparison with that of glucose oxidation. The glycolytic cycle in the liver cells is responsible for the oxidation of glucose and the production of energetic ADP molecules for the body. Study the alternative metabolic pathways that are used in the body of patients of diabetes mellitus. The glycolytic cycle is one possible metabolic pathway of several that is used to produce ADP molecules for the body. The alternative metabolism of fatty acids in the liver gives metabolic products that contain ketonic acids. These are organic acids that contain ketone group within the same molecule. These ketonic acids can accumulate in the blood of these patients to toxic level. Also, they can appear in the urine of affected individuals. One sign for the presence of ketonic acids in the urine is its characteristic smell like acetone. This type of metabolic acidosis can be corrected by removing changing the metabolism of the body from fatty acids to glucose molecules. This is usually achieved by enhancing the ability of glucose to enter the liver cells by the administration of extra amount of the hormone insulin into the blood. Learn about the one complication of kidney failure that is associated with diabetes mellitus. Another possible complication of this progressive disorder is the development of kidney failure. It is postulated the hyperglycemia in these patients can induce thickening of the basement membranes of the kidney's small blood vessels. This in turn can alter the physiological function of the kidney cells by increasing the permeability of these blood vessels to the chemical compounds in the blood. This in turn can lead to the failure of the kidney. Kidney failure is one common complication of diabetes mellitus at an advanced stage of its development. This thickening of the basement membranes of blood vessels is common to all blood vessels in the body. As a result, complications can occur such as atherosclerosis or blood vessel blockage. Also, the nervous system of affected people can be damaged by the complication of blood vessels disorder. Study the effects of diabetic complications on the blood vessels in the body of humans. The defective blood vessels in this disorder can lead to impaired supply of nutrients and oxygen to the neurons of the nervous system, which can cause its damage. This medical condition is called diabetic neuropathy. For the same reason of neuropathy and angiopathy, blindness can occur in certain patients of this disease due to the damage to the neurons of the retina of the eye.